Let's rock, baby.
What is this place? Where am I? It's so green. This cliff doesn't seem to be that high. I guess there might be a way for me to go up easily. I hope so. Oh, great. A river. And I'm not the best swimmer. A radio. There's no signal here. It also seems to read those old cassettes, but there's none inside.
Hello, John. My name is Dr. James Richards, and this is Dr. May.
Hello, John.
If you are hearing this, it means that the initial procedure went perfectly.
We have linked your mind to the dream of a man named Luke Williams. As for your body, it is being kept safe, here, close to us.
Luke has been diagnosed with severe depression. We have attempted several incursions into his dreams, but he has always detected our presence, gleaned our intentions, and evaded us. The roots of his current state of depression are buried quite deep.
This is where you come in, John. You see, you volunteered to help us with this one. We need to remind you that your own memories are inaccessible during the entire operation. It means that you won't remember who you are, nor recall these events after it all ends. But whatever you do or do not remember, know this. We accepted your offer because you are the best in the field.
John, your job is to track Luke and liberate him from whatever oppressive thought is weighing down on him.
Set him free, John. You don't have much time. The longer he stays under, the easier it will be for him to fade away.
Time to get to work, John. You are his last hope.
And his only one. I would wish you luck, but I doubt you need any of it.
We'll be monitoring you closely and retract you instantly if the situation spirals out of control.
One last thing. We will be out of contact for the duration of your mission. The technology is not quite fully mature yet.
Right then. See you in a couple of hours.
What? What's happening here? What are you talking about? Wait, what in God's name is going on? Whoa! It's so dark there. Oh, no way I'm going that way. Hello.
Oh, good evening.
Isn't it a little late for someone your age to be out all alone?
Oh, our house is right over there. And you know, there are no dangerous creatures, not in these woods. No wolves, bears, or even foxes. And my dad is right there at the porch.
Oh, I didn't know anyone lived this deep in the woods.
Oh, but we don't. This is our vacation house. Mom and Dad built it a couple of years ago. I love it out here, but I had no idea there were other houses around. Where is yours?
Well, if you walk that way for 30 minutes, you'll be standing in front of my house.
Ooh, do you have a hot tub?
Oh, no, I'm afraid I don't.
That's too bad. It's a little chilly here sometimes.
Well, what about you? What are you doing here, all alone, sitting on this wooden swing?
Oh, you know, I love sitting here. My daddy and I built it. He attached these ropes to a branch on this tree and told me to find a wooden seat. I found this one by the waterfall. It fit perfectly. It was such a fun weekend. I love building stuff with my dad, and this is my favorite construction.
Well, congratulations. You did a wonderful job. It really looks well built and fun.
Thanks.
So, you're just watching the stars on your spot?
Yes. Well, and you know, waiting for Rufus.
Rufus?
Yes, you know, my dog. My parents gave him for Christmas 2 years ago. He's so lovely, little, and energetic.
Oh, and where's Rufus now?
Oh, he sometimes wanders off by himself in the woods. You know, these woods are very, very safe. We put some light around his collar, so he got even more excited than usual.
Aren't you worried he might get lost?
No! I mean, maybe a little. It's been more than an hour, I think. Can I ask you a big favor? Could you please get him back here if you happen to see him?
Of course.
Oh, thank you. I'm really getting worried now. He responds very well to his name, Rufus. You know, I picked it when he was still a little puppy.
Oh, you picked a great name for him. Well, I'm going to continue my night hike and I'll find your dog.
Thanks.
Hello, neighbor.
Oh, hello there. Sorry. I haven't seen anyone hereabouts in a while. You gave me quite a scare there.
Oh, sorry about that. And for coming out of nowhere straight from the dark. I'm John Stevens. I was just taking a night stroll in the wilderness when I spotted some bright lights ahead. I couldn't help checking them out. I wasn't aware anyone lived here.
Ah, well, this is our country house, so to speak. We live in the city, but often come here on weekends and holidays. It's quite peaceful.
Oh, indeed.
I'm Luke, by the way. Luke Williams.
Nice to meet you, Luke. Is that your daughter?
Yes, that's Anne. She's always up late playing with that little devil.
Little devil?
That's what we call our dog. He simply loves the woods and Anne loves playing with him out here, so we just let her play on until late.
I see. Aren't you afraid she might get injured or something?
Well, kids should be able to fall, get some bruises and have fun in the wild. And this neck of the woods is as calm and uneventful as you would like. And besides, we can't protect our kids forever. Although as parents we always try to. They're part of us, aren't they? Do you have children?
No, I don't. I guess the opportunity never arose.
It still might. Anyway, where are you staying? In a tent?
Yes, it's about a quarter of an hour from here. I'm staying for a couple of days. I intend to just do some walking in the woods.
Right then. Well, if you need anything, food, medicine, or just company, drop in anytime. You know where we are.
You're so kind, Luke. I'll probably pass here to say hello a couple of times. See you later. Ah, I love autumn. The leaves, yellow, orange and red, swirling through the air in a majestic pas de deux with the wind. Imagine if I got stuck in a wintry dream. Mushy snow all around me, my fingers and toes turning into ice, snotting stalactites. Gah! Darn! Now I feel cold. Water? Again? Well, at least I think this lake isn't deep enough for me to drown. My, that is a huge waterfall. Rufus, there you are. Come here, boy. Come here. Oh, you're really afraid of me, aren't you? Okay. How will I get you out of there? Uh-oh. This rock is very unstable. If it falls, I'll crush that little devil. Careful, John. Where did the dog go? Wait a minute. I know this place. How did I get here? Did the dog? Oh, I hope he did.
Oh, hello again. Look, this is Rufus. He came back. He was running so fast. He seemed scared. He almost didn't recognize me, but I yelled. He turned his head and he seemed so happy to see me. He always comes back.
Well, you know, I found your dog by the lake, close to the waterfall.
He did?
He most likely got lost and the thundering sound of the fall must have scared him. He was below a rock of some sort, hiding from the noise.
Oh, poor Rufus.
I managed to get him out of his hiding place, but I guess I scared him too. Luckily he found you while running away from me. I was so scared I would lose him. I'm sorry.
Sorry? You brought him back to me. You are so kind. I don't even know how to thank you.
Oh, it was nothing, really. I'm just glad you got back together. I have to get back now.
Will I see you again?
Who knows? Bye, Anne. Hi, Luke.
Hi, John. Great timing. I was about to call Anne back home and retreat.
Oh, you do that. I was on my way back to my tent.
Did you have a pleasant night hike?
Oh, actually, I went looking for Rufus.
Rufus? Our dog, Rufus. Why?
Please don't get mad at Anne, but the poor guy got scared by the sound of the waterfall and was just paralyzed under a rock. I tracked him down and kind of brought him back.
I didn't know that. Why hasn't she told me?
She thought you would get mad.
I don't think I would. Imagine if you weren't around. What would happen to Rufus? Because she was afraid to talk to me?
Luke, Don't take it that way. It's normal for kids to hide these problems from their parents.
I know you're right, but still, it could have been a big deal.
Don't think about it.
Well, are you thirsty?
Am I thirsty? Well, a little bit, but
There's a jar of water in the table right in the hallway. Just open the door and take some. You saved Anne's dog, and you must be exhausted. Go on, I'll just stay here for a while longer.
Okay, I'll be right back. Thanks. Glass of water would feel good right now. Oh, darn, it's empty. Well, I better get back outside. Or could I explore a little? A family portrait. The faces are somewhat hard to distinguish, but they seem like a united and happy bunch. Sorry, Luke, but I need to see if I can find something useful. I'm doing this to help you. Ah, there's a piece of paper in this drawer. So many books. A lot of classics out here. Les Miserables. Oh, how I loved it. Wait a minute. Rita Williams? Could it be Luke's wife? I hear something. A heavy breathing. I shouldn't try to open this door. What? It's daytime. Where are they? And the door has locked itself. What's happening here? The swing's broken. What happened? Oh, there are so many mosquitoes here. This sound annoys me quite a bit. It reminds me of when you're trying to sleep at night and that buzzing sound lodges in your ear. So many nights I jumped off the bed, grabbed a slipper and had to hunt that annoying bug. Rufus. Oh no. The dog died? When? What? Poor Anne. Hello?
Hello there.
Need any help? You're gasping.
I'll be all right in a moment. Thank you. My husband and I were hiking, making our way through the rocks and the brambles. We used to do it all the time a few years ago. I guess I'm too old for this now.
No, you seem in pretty good shape.
You're too kind. What about you? It's not very often I come across fellow hikers in this place.
Well, I'm on a hike too. I did an online search for best places to hike in the region, and I found a little blog with a couple of astonishing pictures in this brilliant article. I think it was called The Hidden Gem of Our City. Hard to believe I've never heard of this place.
Are you serious? Well, just as hard as to believe that you'd meet the writer of that article there.
You wrote the article?
Yes, my daughter kept on asking me why we never see anyone else around. So I decided I would post some photos of this place online and ended up writing a little about it. I never expected anyone to actually read it.
Well, thank you. This is such a happy coincidence.
That it is. We used to have a house here.
That little hut, just a few minutes away, is it yours? Oh, it seems so cozy.
My husband and I built it some years ago. We had to sell it though. It seems to be quite abandoned now.
Oh, pity. What happened?
Life happened. We needed the money and couldn't spare the time to come here that often anyway. I'm actually really glad we got to come over this time. It's been years.
Life can be tough sometimes, can't it?
It sure can.
I'm John, by the way.
Nice to meet you, John. I'm Rita.
Are you sure you're all right?
Yes, I am fine, really. My husband has just gone a bit further on to a cliff on the other side of the bridge. He really wanted to see it, and well, he's the reason we're here. He's waiting for an important call from work. It will do him good to connect with nature and forget about it for a little while.
Well, I hope everything turns out for the best. With the call and all that.
Thanks, I hope so too. He has been toiling away at this forever. He will be crushed if the call is not what he was expecting it to be. But hey, that's life, right?
That's life, indeed. Right, I'd better get a move on. You sure you'll be okay?
Yeah, he will be back any second now. And this is not half bad as waiting spots go.
I heartily second that. Well, enjoy your breather, Rita. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, just one other thing, very quickly.
Hello, tell me.
I passed by your house and I saw what appeared to be a grave for Rufus, was it?
Oh, yes, Rufus. That's our dog.
What happened?
He got lost in the woods one night. Our daughter Anne was playing with him and she used to let him run free in here. Luke got really mad at her when she told us Rufus had disappeared. Poor girl, she was distraught. That incident left quite a mark on her, and she loved him so much, and so did we.
I'm so sorry.
Thanks, it's been some time now.
Did you find him?
Yes, we were asleep when she knocked at our door. We got out in the middle of the night. It was pitch black. We could see nothing, and then, all of a sudden, there was a cry, very faint. He was lying, crushed under a rock, struggling to crawl out. We took him to a vet straight away, but there was nothing we could do. Anne, our daughter, cried non-stop for 2 full days. We came back here the following weekend and conducted a small funeral for him.
Did she get over him?
Well, as they say, time is the only complete healer there is, or at least an effective anesthetic. We all had wonderful memories of him, and that stays with you. He also seemed very happy to be with us too. I guess that makes up for the pain of grief and loss.
In a way, yes. Sorry, I didn't want to reopen old wounds.
Please, don't be. I always smile when thinking about that little devil.
That's good. Well, speaking of memories, I should be going to catch that view from the cliff you've been advertising earnestly, and log it for my memory books.
Go for it. And you will enjoy it, I promise.
Look, it's a rainbow. I haven't seen one in quite some time. Luke, hi.
Hello. Do I know you?
Yes, we met a couple of years ago, right here in these woods. I'm John.
Oh, yes, Of course.
I ran into your wife back there, catching her breath on a little bench. Lovely lady, if you don't mind me saying so.
I couldn't agree more. I sometimes think it's a miracle she still puts up with me. Is she alright?
Yes, she seemed fine. What about you? She says that you've been staying on the grind lately.
That sounds about right. They even told me to take a couple of days off.
Playing with fire, you know? I've seen it happen before. It gets to you one day. Wind up with a full-scale nervous breakdown if you're not careful. You may never quite fully recover from one. And all because they get so immersed in work and can't get out. Take my word for it. Not worth it. Life has a lot more to offer.
Well, sometimes there are things that you just know you have to do.
And what are you working on?
Well, it's renewable energy. You know, we have been hearing a lot of talk about climate change since we were kids. You wonder about how life would be if energy was clean and free, how that could transform lives, ours and our future generations everywhere. Utopia, somewhere over the glittering rainbow. Ring any bells?
Quite a few. But then things always sound far-fetched till someone actually makes them real.
Well, call me a starry-eyed old dreamer, but ever since I was little, I've wanted to make the world a better place. A place where my daughter could live and thrive in. I'm aware there is a lot of highly charged political rhetoric out there, but still, I was naive enough to think I could cut through all the fog, and so I persisted. And eventually an idea emerged, and then a company based on it, and finally a working prototype. And right now it's undergoing critical testing as we speak.
Really?
One successful test is all we need to unlock a gigantic investment opportunity. It's make or break. If the test fails, we might need to shut down.
So this is it? The big push? That's huge. How are the nerves holding up?
Managing. Just about. Oh, fuck. Right on cue. It's them. Would you excuse me for a second?
Sure. Hey, what's... Luke? Bloody hell. Hey, what's happening? He's avoiding me again. What is this place anyway? Well, I can't stand here. I must find out. Who might that be? He seems melancholic. What the... A beach party? This is all over the place. Hey!
Hi!
Great party, isn't it?
Sorry, can you repeat that? I can't hear you.
I was saying, great party!
I'm James, nice to meet you.
Huh? Woohoo! Okay. Hi there! Hello? Well, that's rude. It's a gas bottle. Propane. Wasn't the company supposed to be a clean energy one?
These damn portable little cabins don't have any electricity, so we had no other option. But I assure you, in 2 years, with our technology, that will all go away.
Oh, yes, of course. I understand.
See you around.
See you. Excuse me for interrupting. May I have a word with you?
Sure. I'm Maria, and this is Michael.
Nice to meet you. I'm John.
Hello, John. I've never seen you before. It's this lunatic hiring spree we are on, now that we are rolling in it. So, which department do you work for?
I'm heading towards the research and development team. Pretty excited about this.
To which team now? Who hired you?
Luke?
Are you serious? Man, always undermining me. I have told him time and time again, if I'm running the department, he can't just hire someone over my head and not tell me. I thought we had talked about this.
You know Luke Williams better than anybody else, right? He just can't help it.
I know, I've known him for 20 years. But still.
Oh, sorry, but he invited me to come to this party, but without explaining why you're having one.
Classic Luke. Basically, we're on. The technology works. We have money. We're about to change the world.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes, you're joining us in exciting times.
Unbelievable. Is he around?
Luke? He's a CEO. He better stay until the end. I saw him leave a couple of minutes ago towards the lighthouse. And I haven't seen him since.
Me neither. Don't worry, he'll be back before long. Enjoy the party in the meantime and hit the dance floor.
Thanks, but I should find Luke. I can't stay for long.
If you say that one more time, you are out of research. I'm just kidding, man. Go and find Luke. And see you Monday.
See you on Monday, John.
See you both on Monday. Rita, is that you?
Hello? Sorry, have we met before?
Hi, yes, I'm John. John Stevens. We met in the woods not that long ago.
Oh, yes, I remember, of course. How are you, John?
I'm alright. How are you?
Same, thanks. Are you here for the party?
Yes, I am. I talked to Luke on that cliff you told me about, remember? He was waiting for that important call from work and, well, he told me all about the project and, well, he invited me to come along. Do you know where he might be?
No, sorry. Isn't he at the party with everyone else?
No, I thought you might know where he is.
Sorry.
Oh, it's alright, thank you. How about you? Why aren't you at the party?
I'm not much of a party person, to be honest. And I've come here to look for inspiration, I guess.
Really? What for?
Oh, I started writing a novel a few years back, but it's not any good.
A novel? Oh, how exciting. What's it about?
Oh, nonsense.
Just try me.
All right. One night I was walking right here and the lighthouse, the one over there, the light was on. I had never seen one so close, so I was mesmerized. After a while, my eyes drifted a tiny bit and I saw another light, a very faint one, on the horizon. It seemed to be from another lighthouse, so I started to imagine a relationship being built between these two lighthouse keepers who communicated with one another using light signs.
That sounds really interesting, Rita.
You don't need to say that just to make me feel better. But thanks.
No, it's true. And what happens to them?
Oh, one day I came back for some inspiration and I found that the lights were off. It made me feel uneasy and I couldn't stop thinking what it'd be like if all of a sudden one lighthouse keeper turned his light on and had no response. Nothing, just darkness. How would that feel? And as I came back, day after day, I realized that the lighthouses were not functioning most days. Anyway, who needs lighthouses nowadays, right? So I imagined the communication fading away through time, despair of the one who was trying to communicate, and the pain of the other who just couldn't do it. And I got stuck. I just don't know how to move forward.
Rita, I love it. It's fascinating. The lighthouses, it's fantastic.
Thank you, John. I think I was needing to hear that. Anyway, that reminds me. Do you want to see the lighthouse?
Of course, I'd love to. Is it open?
It's probably locked, but they always leave a spare key close by. The family in charge used to let me go in whenever I wanted to help me with the book. But I haven't been there in a while, so I don't know where they keep the key nowadays.
Oh, thank you, Rita. I'll take a look around and see if I can spot it. Now I'm curious. And I'll leave you to your inspiration.
You're always a pleasure to talk to, John, and thank you. Bye.
Bye. How will I find Luke if... Wait, I think I can... Ah, yes. It's a power generator. It's on. Why isn't it working? Oh, the bottle seems to be empty. This cable goes there. All right, all set. Let there be light. Wow, that is strong. Blinded me for a moment there. Wait, what's that? It's a light. There, on the horizon. Flashing red. It must be. It has to be Luke. Let's go.
It's gonna start, Grandma.
How do you know that?
Didn't you hear?
Either you have very good hearing or mine is already in decline, dear. Or your imagination is too fertile.
Don't say that. I'm not crazy.
I know, dear.
Look! Wow! I told you.
Now that I can hear. Well, you're right. I guess my ears are too old.
No, you're not too old.
Oh, thank you very much, little devil.
Sorry, I'm actually very lucky to have a grandmother like you.
Nice save, Anne.
Now let's see the fireworks. They're so beautiful. And we're the only ones allowed to see it from up here. Dad must have done something really amazing.
Well, don't forget, he had a great team with him. But yes, he did.
I'm so proud of him. Aren't you?
Ever since the day he was born. You do know he did this for you.
For me? Whatever do you mean?
Well, frankly, I don't understand much of it, but scientists are saying that if we don't change the way we live, the conditions for life could deteriorate and with it, our quality of life. It won't affect me, maybe not even your parents, but your generation and beyond. Your father couldn't stand the idea of you going through that, so he put his entire soul into solving this problem.
And did he?
It seems like it. It seems that you and all the other kids won't have to worry about it after all.
My dad, he did this. You know what, Grandma?
What, sweetheart?
Sometimes I whine too much. I throw tantrums. I don't listen to him. I don't like it, Grandma. I don't know why I do it, but one time I was so mean to Mummy that later I found her crying in the bathroom. Daddy came to me that night and didn't say a word. He just looked at me with the saddest eyes I've ever seen. And I didn't care then. I'm not a good person, am I?
Oh, sweetheart. You are just like him when he was your age. Like me, even. And he turned out great, didn't he? And I didn't end up that bad either. They raised you well, dear. You are perfect, just as you are. And you'll turn out exactly like the ones you love.
You know I love you, don't you?
Me too, dear.
There's something here on the floor. They must have dropped it. It's a pill bottle. The label's all ripped. Oh, here you are.
Hello? Do I know you? Hold on. John, isn't it?
Right. You remembered me.
John Stevens?
That's right.
What are you doing here? It's been a while.
Well, I heard the good news. You are the man of the moment. I thought I would stop by and shake hands.
Oh, thanks a lot. That's very nice of you.
I know this has nothing to do with me, but I just wanted to congratulate you myself. And who knows? Have a couple of beers, meet some people, maybe even dance a little. Great party.
Thank you. And yeah, it is.
Why aren't you at your own party? If you don't mind me asking.
I needed to get away for a while, you know? Life has been chaotic for so long. The waiting and the not knowing, and now suddenly things kind of worked out. It's strange and overwhelming.
I can only imagine. What you did is unbelievable.
It feels like a dream, to be honest. It feels like I'm waiting to wake up to find out reality is a nightmare where my family has left me, my project failed, and I have nowhere to go and no one to turn to.
Come on, Luke. You know that's not true.
I know. It seems like a long time ago. I decided I would commit to this. I don't think anyone understood why I had to do it, but I just couldn't not. And it seems that everything is on the edge. That all I conquered is so fragile and about to crumble. Here I am, with a party thrown due to the company I set up, the best of possible worlds. A supporting family, rooting and happy for me. It really is overwhelming. Too good to be true. So I needed a moment to catch my breath.
I can't imagine what you've been through.
One can't quit, right?
No, one cannot. I think I'd better leave you in peace for a while.
No. Please stay. I sometimes get away from people to be able to breathe, but it's not that I like being alone.
I understand. How are Rita and Anne doing?
They're fine. Thanks for asking. Rita is always cheerful. God, how I envy her. As for Anne, she's been growing, you know? So quickly. Very soon she won't be my little Anne anymore. It's so strange, satisfyingly surreal, and there is a kind of sadness seeing my little girl bloom into a woman. An egotistical kind of sad, I have to confess.
They grow up, but they never stop feeling like our little baby, right?
I try not to say it to her that often now, but yes, that's exactly how it feels.
Luke,